So Nintendo announced a while ago that they were discontinuing the My Nintendo Gold Points reward system on March 25th, which I didn't immediately make a video about for two reasons. One, I took a 2-week break from making videos. Not because of my mental health or because I was busy with schoolwork, but just because I'm that lazy. Number two, my initial reaction was basically non-existent. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. This discontinuation is consistent with the idea that Nintendo is preparing to launch Nintendo Switch 2 and gradually reducing support for the original Switch. But then I thought about it some more and I realized that there are a few inconsistencies that don't make sense. So naturally, I started theory crafting. First of all, the timing of this discontinuation is just 1 week before the big Nintendo Switch 2 Direct on April 2nd. This is most likely to encourage people to move over to the new console sooner than they would otherwise. But if that's the case, then they would only have to do it a short while before the release of the new console, not before the big reveal. Now this is just a theory, but it could be that Nintendo is a lot closer to releasing the Switch 2 than we think. Most optimally, it would be released around the holiday season with a strong lineup of launch titles. But if Nintendo during the Switch 2 Direct announces their launch lineup and Switch 2 release for this summer, then their discontinuation of gold points would make a lot more sense. Nintendo as of late has gotten really good about announcing things and then releasing them very shortly after. Usually they do this within half a year of their full unveil. It's already been confirmed that the console will be released this year, so everything's starting to line up, but then I ran into another inconsistency. Why would they discontinue gold points in the first place? It doesn't make sense for them to discontinue gold points. I mean, they work perfectly well. According to the strict wording of the announcement, gold points will no longer be earnable as of March 25th. Not only not earnable for Switch 1, not earnable period. They will be gone forever. This implies that they will not be on Switch 2. See what I'm getting at? I believe that Nintendo is going to revamp the entire online system for Switch 2. It's likely that the eShop and other such online features will be replaced by some new console infrastructure. This may seem like a no-brainer, but really it's quite big news. The current subscription-based service was largely unpopular and ineffective, so if Nintendo addressed the current issues, maybe they could even throw in a new virtual console instead of having to subscribe for games. They could have an eShop app instead of a super slow website, and maybe even some menu music. Yeah, but with Nintendo discontinuing one thing, it's only a matter of time before they discontinue everything else. So that brings up the important question of, when will they cease support for the original Switch? Well, it's too soon to tell. There's not enough information to say anything about that. But if it's anything like the 3DS was, then it's likely to continue receiving support until at least 2027. Thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of this. Please consider subscribing. It would mean a lot to me, especially in this early era of my channel.